As I mentioned in my earlier presentation, ICC's Global Export Promotion Program is not simply a matter of hosting a number of single virtual trade missions. It is much more. It is about providing you with ongoing, comprehensive support for your complete export program. Let me remind you how we propose to do that. First of all, we have introduced you to companies and organizations offering support services who are there to help you with the specific issues and challenges you may face. I'll take them in alphabetical order, so that I can't be accused of any favoritism. You heard from Chamber Customs, a wholly owned business of the British Chambers of Commerce, who represents over 50,000 British companies. As a point of entry into the UK, you could not have a better reference point. They also provide a superb service to British companies looking to enter the Ukrainian and other markets. But I'd better also put in a plug for ICC United Kingdom, who also can provide ICC-type support in the UK. We pointed out that the digital world has its own risks. However, that Amy has shown how these can be mitigated. You've heard a lot about the digitalization of international trade documentation, and IncoDocs has an excellent package to propose to you, and don't forget that discount that was offered. If you didn't write it down, don't worry, it's available in the PowerPoint slide of Ben's presentation that you can download from the download booth in the exhibition hall. Legal and business support, complementing the services that ICC Ukraine can provide, are available from IC and partners. Problems with logistics into and out of Ukraine? Just contact DHL Express. We heard that taxes and tariffs can cause major headaches. But you also heard that Avalara has solutions that can take your headaches away. They make taxes more relaxing, so they tell us. Finally, but not least, you heard about DHL GoTrade's amazing training and support packages. If any of these were of interest to you, please either contact us at ICC Ukraine or DHL GoTrade directly. Of course, important as they are, we don't rely on our partners for everything. So, as the junior partner, I will remind you of the support that we, at TradeTech Solutions, can provide. We have mentioned the Essential Guide to B2B International Trade, which you can download free of charge from the download booth in the exhibition hall. We would recommend that one of the first actions you take when you do this is to print out Appendix 1, the Self-Assessment Export Readiness Checklist. We have mentioned the AEO directory in the presentation on authorized economic operators and explained how this can be useful, so I won't bore you with repeating this. We have also mentioned the Exporter's Almanac and the multilingual microsites, but in these cases, I will take a few seconds in the next 3 slides to show you what they look like. First in line is the Exporter's Almanac. This is the home page of the international service. The UK and Italian flags will take you to versions of this international edition, but with added modules for British and Italian companies. The service is free of charge. You don't even need to register, as you can see it contains a wealth of information. In particular, if you are interested in a particular country, I would recommend check out its country profile here first. It has everything. Next, a quick visit to the world of multilingual microsites. This first link takes us to the page on Expo World, which explains in more detail, in Ukrainian, the benefits of a multilingual microsite. If you think it could be helpful for you, then it's easy to subscribe and does not cost very much for an annual subscription. This slide is exactly the same as the previous slide, but in English. We believe language is important, and it's always easier to read something in your own language. AI is great, but it means that I have to do something to translate text, rather than having it done for me. Isn't that what providing a service means? Okay, enough about us. The big beast in the room is ICC Ukraine. The next slide will remind you all just what a wealth of export-orientated services they offer you here in Ukraine. So, here they are, in all their glory. I don't have time to read them all out, but it's enough to know that if you have an international trade-related query, this is the place to come to. ICC Ukraine is here to help you. In summary, we would repeat our recommendation of this morning. Download and read the guide. Complete the export readiness checklist. Decide whether to proceed, and if so, attend the virtual trade missions. Subscribe to your multilingual microsite. Do dedicate the time you will need for success. Success is unlikely to be immediate, but it will come. So, what's next? You may well ask. Well, we have scheduled virtual trade missions for Italy on the 16th of January 2025 and the Netherlands on the 30th of January 2025. Two very important countries in the EU. As most of you have already registered for this group of 3 virtual trade missions, make sure that you've put them in your diaries. We'll send you reminders in any case. We will look forward to seeing you then. Thank you so much. This is the first ICC virtual trade mission, and I am sure we have learned a lot how to make subsequent virtual trade missions better. Therefore, your feedback, especially any criticisms you may have, will help us improve service in general and these events in particular. As a last wish from everyone at TradeTech Solutions, it is for peace and the stop to Russian aggression. For everyone from us to you all and your families, have a safe and happy Christmas, and we look forward to seeing you again in the new year. Slava Ukraini.